Hello everyone, welcome back to Math Academy. If you're new here, welcome. All around, welcome. In this video, we are going to discuss about the purpose of learning mathematics in the school. Most of the students ask those popular questions list when I teach them. Why do we learn math? What's the purpose? What's the point? Algebra, geometry, ratio. How do we use them for the career development in the future? How is it useful for our day-to-day life? Is it worthy enough to allocate 2, 3 or more than hours to solve that difficult math problem? I'm going to answer these questions, Raman. Watch the video till end. You will not miss any math class again. So, I'm Anoja Samaravira, Master's degree holder in Industrial Mathematics. I know you don't have any motivation to learn math because there is no clear reason or purpose. That's why we should know these crucial facts about mathematics. So, reason number 1 that we should learn mathematics is develops critical thinking. Math helps make you better at resolving conflicts with friends and family. Yes, you heard me correctly. Critical thinking is the basis for conflict resolution, decision making, attention to detail, and so many more important skills. Usually, we are just looking to get correct answer when we learn math. Realistically, that's often what we are required to do for passing the exams. However, I suggest you to look at the process used to get that correct answer. Then we can really capture why math is important. The major goal of teaching students math is making them to think critically. So, students, how to think about math is more important than making sure know how to do math. When you become strong critical thinkers, you set yourself up for success, not just in school but also in life. Reason number 2. It opens the door to cool careers such as data scientist, music composer, movie animator. So, composes music. Math helps you learn to play popular songs on a musical instrument. Music is built on math, literally time signatures, note duration, intervals, and so much more mathematical knowledge goes into composing and creating music. Frets on guitars are mathematically divided, and there are even college courses dedicated to music theory and the mathematics involved. Apparently, world-class drummers create complicated patterns called fractals using math. Also, patterns. Everything in music follows some sort of pattern. And also, the other fact that I have for you is creates innovative cinema. Math makes it possible to create epic special effects. Did you watch Avatar in 3D at the movie theater? Well, 3D technology was developed using all kinds of complicated math whose foundations start in middle school. Being familiar with the coordinate plane, reflections and rotations, and geometric shapes is imperative to creating cinematic masterpieces. Creating special effects like fire and explosion is based on algorithms, and camera motion is dependent upon knowledge of angles. And next cool job that I have for you is data scientist. Math is important for a data scientist because it helps understand data, build models, and judge whether results are trustworthy. Statistics and probability help you summarize data, measure uncertainty, test ideas, and make predictions. Linear algebra helps with vectors, matrices, dimensionality reduction, and many machine learning methods under the hood. Calculus helps explain how models learn by optimizing parameters and reducing error. The last reason that I have for you is day-to-day life situation like cooking and handling money. A relatable situation where a favorable outcome is to spend less money is buying a product when it is discounted. For example, that Urban Outfitters dress is now discounted at 15% off. How much will the dress cost after the discount? Math helps you prepare enough food when you are hanging out with your friends. What happens if you want to double a recipe, triple it, half it? Yeah, you're going to know how to deal with fractions or ratios. For example, if one batch of cookies calls for 1/3 cup of flour and you want to double the recipe, you will need you will need to multiply 1/3 by 2. 1/3 by 2. Further, you are going to need at least a rough idea of how do other kinds of measurements work, such as teaspoons and so forth. So, Lamai, those are only few reasons why we should learn math. If you struggle with math, don't worry. Practice, practice, practice. That will be a great foundation for your life. So never give up. Learning is important. Mathematics is important for your future career and also for the personal life. So thanks for watching this video, Lamai. See you on the next video. See you.